Oh, hello, hello. Welcome to Rose of Venus Tarot. It's Lacey. Thank you so much for clicking on to my video. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you get real comfortable. If you're returning, hey, welcome back. It's real nice to see you again. And thank you to all of those who like, comment, and subscribe. It's really been helping your girl grow, and I 1000% appreciate it. This is going to be an angel number reading, you guys, based on the angel number 304. Okay, so we're going to do a reading, but let's talk about the angel number 304. 304 could mean, if you type that into a calculator and then you flip the calculator upside down, it's going to spell out the word hoe. If you type in 304 and then flip it down in your calculator, you can use your calculator on your phone, I'm sure, as long as the phone don't flip with it, or you can screenshot and then flip the calculator around. So when people say 304, they could be mentioning a hoe hair. I kept seeing that number pop up. I used to live at an address called 304, and all of my addresses was haunted. And I was writing about 304 and the experiences I've had there with that. Furthermore, I feel like this is connected to your sacral chakra. If you've been seeing this number, I feel like you guys have readmitted your sexual energy, and you're pulling it back up and inwards here, and you're redirecting it towards creativity. When I think of like angel number 304 and sacral chakra, I think of that movie called She's Gotta Have It by Spike Lee, and it's about Winona Ryder. The Winona Ryder, she was an artist living in New York City, but she had three different lovers, and she didn't commit to any of them. She dated three different men. She had three different boyfriends and whatnot. And I'm like, I feel like that's kind of not typical of an artist, but that was. I felt when I watched that film, knowing now what I know about symbolism, I become to respect Spike Lee like so much more, because I'm like the sacral chakra, and she was an artist. So, a lot of artists, this urge to create that takes over. So it could also lead to an urge of maybe not necessarily hypersexual. Well, it's called hypersexuality, but it's not necessarily what you think. Sometimes it's like a need for something stimulating, something out of the ordinary too. Like you want to create something that's, not there yet. I feel like a lot of you guys are trying to create things that's not there yet. I also feel like somebody's envious of your sexuality or the way your sexuality comes off to others. A lot of you guys don't have offensive sexuality. Your sexuality comes off as very elegant. Maybe some of you guys, you like wearing, let's see, you might go to the beach with a certain type of cover up, and the cover up might be sheer and whatnot, and it looks beautiful and elegant, but somebody might be wanting you to think that you're doing too much or that you look like a 304. I'm also feeling like your happiness too with 304 and merriment and dopamine right here. That's the dopamine molecule. It has ho ho ho. I always think about it because they say Santa Claus represents the dope. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, and then also Mary, like Mary Magdalene. They say that represents it too, because ho ho ho, holy whore, Merry Christmas, marry, and marrying. So some of you guys are also about to possibly get married here, or there could be someone who regrets. Somebody is going from seeing you possibly as a 304 because you guys were friendly to now seeing you as marriage material once you pulled your energy away. It's something to your energy that seemed open to people, not like, like open, but it seems like people, like you were looking for something. Maybe you were lonely, you weren't looking to date, and then now that you're not looking to date, people have stopped projecting negative things onto your name, because whatever you were, when you were looking for something, even if it was just to grow hair, that's, I know, like a lot of I feel a lot of toxic masculines regretting kicking dirt on your name because I feel like they might have treated you differently than other people because of your creativity. Like, not, it's like because you were weird here, like, because I'm not getting that people necessarily to, it could be two different types of energies here. Some of you guys could have experienced people lying on your name that you were 304. Some of you guys experienced people saying that you were strange, you were weird, you were treated differently. And that happens to a lot of artists, creatives, and chosen ones, star seeds, those who create, because a lot of artists are weird. When I think of artists, you gotta think of Lady Gaga and little Uzi Vert and even Cardi's new style, Devon, please tell me more. And the way they express themselves. What's going on in this angel number 304? I actually want to use a different deck. Hold on. What's the vibe is calling out to me because it's so red and the money moves oracle decks. I'm hearing that you guys are making money moves. We got smell the roses, slow down, take some you time to get out in nature, and smell the roses. I feel like this is your energy right now, or this is the energy that people are saying you're deserving of. Some people are seeing you differently now than they were before, or this is your energy overall. I feel like some of you guys are very sensual and you stop to appreciate things like flowers and roses. This could also be upsetting to people because so many people are so guarded. So when I say open, I mean like you guys are open to pleasure more than you are to pain. And this could make a toxic feminine angry because she's more open to pain, she's more open to negative communication than she is stopping and smelling the roses. And pleasure doesn't have to mean sexual things. This could be also somebody that resents you even bringing up sex, or this is somebody who wants to burden you like with how they view like their negative view on sensuality. They're very uncomfortable with it, but that's not your problem, and they hate that it's not your problem. So it's like they want some way to like come into your energy to like teach you a lesson. Like they want to bring you down here for like being with your head so in the clouds. At least they did at some point until they saw you get real serious. And then I'm like, whoa. And it's crazy too, because even smiling and stuff could make people feel like you're open and whatnot. And it's like, now people are like, why was I so investigative of them? It's like, Divine, please tell me more. What's going on this 304? Rejected, isolation, rejected, left alone, and self-inflicted. I feel like some of you guys could put yourself in hermit mode, or somebody is now putting themselves in hermit mode because they want to be able to grow like you. Some of them want to be able to imitate some of your styles without other people realizing that they're imitating your style here. Somebody sees the way you're living in life and it seems to be happier. You seem to be freer. This person doesn't feel successful. They felt successful, like more successful than you when you were struggling. But maybe you could have, because 304s make me think of all of the people who have to, after they live a whole life, they got to move to a different town. Not that you lived a whole life, or you could have gotten bullied like an artist and then had to switch schools or something. Some of you guys could have got bullied in college and had to switch schools or something. And then now you're living a life where you're successful. And then you had somebody that was like halfway in with you, halfway out with you. It's like, they didn't really put you on team, didn't really act like you were like cool like that. I don't know. But they just tried to like play you close just in case you became cool and successful. You came up it's like weird. This person kind of wishes that they were like you. Like they don't have your authenticity And your resiliency here, you're able to be resilient like through all of the rumors that were thrown at you. I feel like this, if this was you, if you did leave town, you left town because you had a better offer. You didn't leave town to run and hide. This is how this person might still see you and whatnot. um or this person could, Divine, please tell me more. Divine, please tell me more. Yeah, shattered, broken, nightmares, failures. This person, I told you, they feel like a failure here. Like where everybody else around them is like succeeding, they're getting more work. They're like doing, maybe they're getting like accolades. Even you make them feel like a failure because you failed so many times, but you come in, you get back up, and some of you guys might just be naturally good at everything that could piss people off. Maybe that is why you're extra kind. Some people like I read because I always get the Psychology Today articles. I tell you, I love those articles. It was an article that had came to me about the curse of being gifted, and it was talking about being gifted at too many things and it like confusing you. But for some of you guys, not only did it confuse you into like hiding it, some of you guys feel no need to like show it all. Some of you guys speak multiple languages. You can speak like 2 to 3 languages, but that's not what you're gonna lead with in conversation. Yeah, I speak 5 languages. Like, and then people are surprised and they might be freaked out too. Like, how you speak 5 freaking languages once they find out or see you speaking different languages and interacting. I remember I had a person like that. I'm like, yo, you speak all these languages, and they was black too. I'm like, yo, and not to say that black people can't, but I'm black and I don't speak 5. Like, you know, I'm like, I was just like, yo, you super smart mother effer. Like, yo, because a lot of us is ignorant in the Bronx. Like, yeah, I don't know. Not all of us. I'm smart sometimes. Yeah, I have intelligence. I have skills with my hands. Whatever. Yeah, and that might be another thing. You got like a lot of skills, here, and they didn't know that until you started using your skills. You at least have survival skills that they don't have when people could have underestimated you. So some of you guys are like, I got fired. I fought the manager and whatever. She called me a hoe. And then, like, not only that, some of y'all are interesting as hell and you're funny as hell. Some of y'all really might talk like that. Y'all really might have fought a manager somewhere where this person might stay just for like the opportunity. I also feel like this person feels like them being stuck up has shattered their dreams and stuff here. It seems like this person wasn't like, this person wanted to be chased by like everything and everyone. Like they wanted it to want them more than they wanted it themselves. So like them wanting it themselves to be chased and to avoid rejection. They wanted to avoid feelings of rejection. They wanted to be the one who choose the rejection here. But because they wanted to avoid rejection so bad, it's like they shattered so many dreams. And like that became their nightmare. At least you guys could have dealt with plenty of rejections. You dealt with plenty of rejections, isolations. Like you probably got into fights. You could have got this. You're like, yo, it's this energy is giving me like very in the mix energy when I think of that number. Like if you're relating to this spiritual number here, and I'm like, for some reason I'm seeing like baddies. I'm seeing like catch me outside. How about that? Like you guys could have had like and even if it's not just that, it's like, even if that's business wise too, you guys are not like nice business ladies. You guys come in. All right. Well, first of all, I want to know if you're going to do this Wednesday or if you're doing it Friday, because and it's like they truly admire that. So when I say cutthroat, because I'm like, you got to bring that energy. It's a broad scope of that type of energy. Some of y'all don't necessarily fight, but you lay it down, and then the way you talk to people with the eye contact. This person wishes, even as a man, this like that they had that type of eye contact, because you guys might be a female. You probably are. Most of my viewers are. I'm not trying to consider men again for real. I've been purposely tapping out of their energy. Divine, please tell me more. What's going on in this collective energy? And I knew why I was tapping out of male energy. I'm like, because these motherfuckers about to start World War III and whatnot. Like, yo, Matt, and what comes out? Masculine energy. And then the freaking sound dropped the rain cloud. It dropped the freaking thundering. My at the same time, I said masculine energy. That's what I'm feeling here. Authority, discipline, father figure, masculine energy. Some of you guys have that sense of authority, but maybe they feel like it's delivered better through you guys because you are a feminine channel. So when you're firm, it's like mom. This one feels like, maybe they feel like they've been neutered, like, but it's not in reverse though. It's not in reverse. Like maybe they were not trying to misuse their masculine energy. At least they felt like it. Like, they felt like, oh, well, before when I tried, people like tried to make me seem like a bully. This person realizes they had to have that energy like you got. Like, call me a 304 or whatever. This also might be a masculine energy that is a 304 themselves. Like, like this person might get a lot of attention here, and but you guys might be, this person might get a lot of sexual attention from women and whatnot, like, oh, you sexy, I would blah 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 and blah 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 blah, but they don't get a lot of love, ironically enough. And not only do they not get a lot of love, they don't get a lot of opportunities that you have, ironically enough. Like their looks, they don't get taken seriously for a lot of opportunities because of their looks, even as a man, because they might look good. People might call them pretty boy. People might, I feel like this might better for them once they get older, or they might be feeling like it'll better for them. I feel like this Terry type of energy though. So I feel like maybe they felt like you had love for them, or your love was genuine, or they don't get a lot of genuine females around. Somebody wishes that they secured like some sort of friendship with you, because I'm not getting that you guys were like locked in or like supposed to date. For some of you guys, maybe you're supposed to date or whatnot. For other of you guys, this is somebody like I'm just catching that was around, and they could have been around when you were going through things, and they feel like they wish they would have took up for you. Not that you needed them. I'm here, not that you needed me, but like I wish. Yeah, okay. Narcissistic coming out. This person could have narcissistic energy, egotistical, opportunist, fragile ego here. Yeah, somebody had a fragile ego, and was an opportunist at some point. This could, yeah, it's coming out under that masculine energy. Divine, please tell me more. What's going on in this collective energy? Divine, please tell me more. What's going on with the angel number 304? We got laughter, happiness, joy, and healing. And this is coming out under shattered dreams right here. This is your energy here. You guys look very happy. You look like you're laughing. You look like you're dreaming on. You guys could have left a job, and this could be people at your job that's shattered. Like, that they're stuck there. Maybe you guys found something you can do. It's like, somebody misses your good energy. They feel like when you were around, there's laughter, there's shattered. Now their dreams is like shattered, and also somebody might be shattered by your happiness itself, happiness, joy, because you got joy, happiness, money, success, and all of this stuff after you moved away from them. But that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're catching this angel number 304 reading.